And ladies and gentlemen, we are live from Americus, Georgia. Peach Belt Conference tennis coming your way. We're going to take the camera angle over here. Hopefully, you probably won't be able to hear much, but Coach Brennan Sewell recognizing one of our senior tennis players, Annalise Leahy. Here this afternoon, but we don't have the accompaniment of a microphone, so hard for you to tune in. But Peach Belt Conference tennis coming up shortly. The Augusta Jaguars against Georgia Southwestern State University Hurricanes. Coach Sewell just kind of running down the record and list of accomplishments for Annalise. A nice bouquet of roses for the senior. Her plaque from Coach Sewell. And picture time. As her teammates gather around here before the start of play this afternoon. Annalise Leahy. We've got a couple of other seniors playing. The men actually have one more match. Some of those seniors will be recognized, whether it's tomorrow or some choose to just receive their award and recognition at our annual athletic banquet, which is coming up a week from Monday in the Storm Dome. We thank Annalise for all she's done to help the GSW tennis program, as well as the countless hours of community service that these student athletes put in, helping not only serving as ambassadors of the university. A banner, this is where you can't quite see it, but that's Annalise has a senior banner they're all taking a photograph in front of. The rest of her teammates moving in. But countless hours. Georgia Southwestern finished the school year ranked 3rd in the country in community service hours across NCAA Division II athletic programs. So these athletes, not only are they studying, practicing, playing, but they're giving of their time to help in the community, campus community, Americus community, Southwest Georgia community. Well, we'll let them get their group shots in. I guess I could take that graphic off of there for you. There you go. So we got to see Annalise in doubles action in the beginning of April. Today, kind of a mix and match as we were trying to hit the rest of the roster that had yet to get an appearance on our broadcast network. And after 2 switcheroos, I think we're not stuck. We're happy to bring you the action, but we've had to make some changes to the broadcast schedule. It'll actually be number 1 doubles on tap here this afternoon. Number 1 doubles. It's supposed to be number 3 doubles. Bo Millwood and Luke Ifano. But unfortunately, earlier this morning, I got a call from Coach Sewell saying that Luke had gotten very ill and he was not going to be able to play today. So we had to scrap that doubles tandem. Then we were going to go with Bo Millwood and Justin Ralston at number 3 doubles. When only about an hour ago, I got the call that Augusta couldn't bring down enough to put together. They only have 5 guys with them traveling today, so there is no number 3 doubles match. That will be a default. That'll go the way of the Hurricanes, so GSW is up a point, 1-0 in the team result, and they'll get a default at 6 singles as well. So that takes us to where we will rejoin you here now. And we'll be bringing you number 1 men's doubles. Number 1 men's doubles. Alex Canovas, and Stephen Blythe. Stephen, one of our men's seniors. Family watching, or will probably watch the replay. Of course, getting short notice today, but they'll watch the replay. Back in England, as they'll get ready to start here in just a little bit. So it's still pre-game activities, not a lot happening. Hang with us. We'll bring you the broadcast. Our number 2 singles player on the women's side will be featured in singles competition today. The men and the women taking on Augusta. Peach Belt Conference action. On the women's side, it'll be number 2 singles, the featured court. We'll keep it right here where Maria Taboada will play for Georgia Southwestern. And that was another match that unfortunately had to be scratched. Not Maria's, but we were going to go number 6 singles. And Alexandria Rhodes was going to be our featured player today, but she could not go. Yesterday, the Lady Hurricanes played at West Georgia, and Alex got injured or could not go after doubles. She played doubles, but could not play singles, and unfortunately cannot go today. So Maria steps in, and we slide over our featured court to 2 singles on the women's side to follow the doubles action coming up for you here in just a few minutes. Look at Coach Sewell working it over there. Getting those roses, Annalise's roses in the water. Obviously a slow time. I'm going to even bring up our Lady Hurricanes softball players getting iced down. They're in action tomorrow at home, taking on the number 2 team in the country from North Georgia. 40 plus wins, 2 losses. Daunting task against the Lady Hurricanes tomorrow. We'll be on the Surge Sports Network at noon for the start of that one. That game got moved up from 2 to noon, trying to beat the rain that has been forecasted for the latter part of the weekend. So we'll have a busy weekend here on the Surge Sports Network. We're glad we could add in this match today with Augusta. On the tennis side, teams are getting ready. I guess we could zoom in a little bit on the introductions as they get ready. Augusta's back on the courts behind Georgia Southwestern, preparing themselves for their matches today. But this is our last tennis broadcast of the school year. We're glad you could join us. Thanks for being a part of it right here on the Surge Sports Network. We'll mention it again as the broadcast goes on, but looking at the matchup today between the 2 teams for Augusta. The Augusta men come in with a record of 8-11 overall. They're 1-7 in Peach Belt Conference play. Georgia Southwestern is 5-14 overall. The Hurricanes 0-8 in PBC action. GSW with a makeup date against Young Harris. They were at Young Harris on Tuesday at Peach Belt Conference. Decision went the way of the host Mountain Lions, 7-2. Augusta didn't really have to utilize their makeup dates for conference action. Their last match actually came back on March 30th, so it's been a while since the Jaguars have been in action. 2 weeks since they took to the courts in a match. They played North Georgia at home on the 30th and lost 6-3. That's your men's preview. On the women's side, the visiting Jaguars are 9-9 overall, 2-6 in Peach Belt Conference action. Georgia Southwestern 7-12 record overall, and they're 0-8 in the PBC. The Lady Hurricanes lost 9-0 at Young Harris as the men are getting ready to get their pregame chant in. And for North Georgia, for Augusta, they played North Georgia as well on the 30th and lost 8-1. We've got a little preview of today's match on our website. And with that, the guys are ready to take to the courts. We will zoom it back, get you into match time position here. Still warm-ups to come, and then doubles action. Again, number 1 doubles is a featured court. Men's number 1 doubles is the featured court here. Part 1 of our broadcast. Coming your way in just a moment. You can the breeze rustling. So again, that graphic. Originally, we were coming to you with number 3 doubles. But in fact, there will be no number 3 doubles today. That match has been defaulted by Augusta due to a lack of traveling players today. They only brought 5, so number 1 doubles. And the team of Alex Canovas and Stephen Blythe take to the court here. With a little pop off the strings now and a little sound to fill it in. We'll just step away again from the mic for a moment, let these guys warm up. We'll go find the names of the gentlemen representing Augusta University today. And again, this is number 1 doubles, not number 3 like you see on your screen. That was the originally scheduled match, but there will be no number 3, as you've probably heard me say a time or two already. So their warm-ups will go at number 1. We'll be back in a moment. Leave the mic on and let you listen to the fellas warm up as we come back for Peach Belt Conference men's tennis action. You're watching right here on the Surge Sports Network. All right, so we'll get you a little bit of information on the two teams playing today before we send it back to the court, let them finish up their warm-ups. As it's an overcast day in Americus, clouds cloud cover getting a little heavier as the day went on and has gone on. We're probably looking at mostly cloudy skies right now. Temperatures at 78 degrees. 78 degrees in Americus, Georgia today on the campus of Georgia Southwestern State University. Winds south 13 miles an hour, so a little bit stronger breeze than the last couple of broadcast days we've had. South winds 13 miles an hour. The Augusta University Jaguars today in the number 1 position are represented by Patrick Oliveira and Alan Villaro. This is only their second time playing as a doubles team this season. They did win their first and only match together. Oliveira and Villaro are 1-0 in doubles play. For on the singles side, Oliveira has played number 1 singles the entire season, and Villaro has played number 2 singles. So top 2 singles players for Augusta in the matchup here today. They're going up against the team of Stephen Blythe. If you're watching on your screen, well, you are watching on your screen, far end of the court, Stephen Blythe on the left. Now they switch. Stephen Blythe on the right, and Alex Canovas on the left of your screen on the far end of the court, completing their warm-ups for Georgia Southwestern. This doubles team has played 14 matches together this season, all in the number 1 spot. They're 4-10, 4-10 overall, 0-5 in Peach Belt play. Blythe, the number 1 singles player for most. Well, there's almost an even split. Blythe has played 9 times in the number 1 spot in singles. Alex Canovas has played 10 times at number 1. So the top 2 singles players as well for Georgia Southwestern here today. A quick chance to introduce you to the 2 guys that'll be playing for Georgia Southwestern today. First, a look at the man on the left part of your screen, junior Alex Canovas, representing the Hurricanes. Just a real quick glimpse at that. 6'3" junior from Murcia, Spain. I hope I said that right for the folks watching back home. Alex Canovas Ferrando. His partner, as they make their way to the bench, is Stephen Blythe, the senior from Maidstone, England, the 6'3" lefty. All-time victories leader for the Hurricanes in doubles play. Second on the team was his partner from last year, Oliver Marshall. So the Hurricanes, that was a quick look. Again, we'll run it by you. They came up real quick while they're taking a break. We'll take one last look at it. Again, Alex Canovas first. In his junior season for the Hurricanes, and then, again, as I mentioned, his partner, Stephen Blythe. So the Hurricanes getting ready to take the court here. Number 1 doubles, the site that you're watching here, number 1 court, number 1 doubles. Seems appropriate in action as the teams will get ready to start. We'll see who gets the first serve in this one. I guess with Alex kicking the ball over to this side of the court, it looks like it'll be Augusta to open things up. So we'll go ahead and give them the service indicator. And we are just about ready to go. This match on the collegiate level played up to, it's 1 set, played up to 8 games, must win by 2. If it gets to be 8-8, they'll play a tiebreaker to decide the match. So again, first one to win 8 games must win by 2 is victorious. First serve coming, and this match is underway. we'll come back to bring you down the home stretch. The Hurricanes trying to make one heck of a comeback here at #1 doubles today. Won the last couple games to pull within 7-6, but they're trailing 15-love in this game. And a good put away at the net by Blythe. Evens the score at 15 all. Blythe and Canovas. Again, if you weren't with us right when we were starting our broadcast as the teams were warming up, Patrick Oliveira and Alan Villaro are the two players representing Augusta University at #1 doubles today. This game score is all tied up at 15 all. Thank you. Okay. And I just had to step back into the booth here. I was away. Got an update to find out that those of you watching with frustration finally see that we have the score right. Maria pointing it out to me. She'll be following us in singles competition right on this same court. She'll take to this court as this match comes to an end. So it's 30-15. That one catches the wide. Boy, that looked like it could be sailing wide and just dropped in on the line. The guys can only watch it go by. 40-15. Just an inch or two away from having this game evened up. But the good cross-court shot from Augusta has them with a couple of game points now. Oliveira, Villaro. This is only the second time rather that the two have played together this spring. First Peach Belt Conference match, second overall. Good lob, just got over, a chance to have some open court. What a point. What a point. Both sides. Excellent volleying back and forth. Well, one game point averted for the Hurricanes. It'll be 40-30. Augusta 8-11 overall. They've won 2 of their last 4 matches. Wins over Montevallo and Alabama Huntsville. Losses to Aiken, USC Aiken, and North Georgia. Team-wise, that is. Oh, good piece of network there to hang in there as Blythe tries to put it away with the overhead, and quick hands from Augusta to get it back in and end up eventually winning the point. Momentum back and forth in that game. And so now we are correct in our score. The teams trade sides. GSW's got a hold serve to force a decisive tiebreaker here at #1 doubles. Georgia Southwestern to serve when we return. Well, this is our last tennis broadcast of the 2018 season. So glad you could be a part of it and watch the replay or watch the live coverage of our tennis. We have singles to follow. The singles match will be on the women's side. #2 singles, Maria Tabuada playing for Georgia Southwestern. will be on this same court when this exciting match comes to a close. One thing you can do to hang in there with the Hurricanes all season long, even through the summer months or when the tennis team is not in action, is follow us on social media. One of those ways is Facebook. There's how you can hunt us down on Facebook. It's GSW Hurricanes. It's GSW Hurricanes on Facebook. And while you're there, the tennis program, the men and the women have a joint tennis Facebook page, fan page as well, and that's GSW Tennis. So a simple search for GSW Tennis on Facebook will take you to their page as well, and you can become a fan of the Hurricanes. What an exciting match. We picked a great one to follow here today. Number one doubles has been a back and forth affair. The Hurricanes with an early break and an early lead. Augusta rattles off and answers the call to go back up in front. And now the Hurricanes have been fighting to pull this match even and force a tiebreaker to decide the match. First things first, though, Alex Canovas will have to hold serve for GSW. That shot down the line goes long, 15-love. Oh, right on the line. Got to put this one away. Can't quite get it on that attempt. The backhand misses. 30-love for the Hurricanes. Good touch by Canovas to put it on the line coming in. .30-love. That one deep, 40-love. So a couple of game points to force the tiebreaker. Nice. Excellent, right at the body. Blythe splits the team of Augusta down the middle, and here we go. We're all tied up at 8. So a tiebreak to decide this one at 1 doubles. Good energy from the Hurricanes. They've come back to life in this one. Right at his feet. Canovas with a nice net follow for the Hurricanes, and they take a lead in the tiebreak. Georgia Southwestern will now get a couple of serves on the far end of the court. GSW leads in the tiebreaker 2-0. And Blythe puts it away, follows up. So he holds both of his serves, his service points. Georgia Southwestern leads 3-0 in the tiebreaker. And now we'll bring the ball back to this end of the court. And a couple of serves from the Jaguars. Zero 3 in the tiebreak, second serve. Oh, a good back and forth there. And the Augusta pair gets their first point of the tiebreak. Only down a mini break here. (3-1), and this is Valaro serving. And he called out. There's a line, official right there as they're actually talking to her now. Augusta having a word, but she's right there on top of it, holding the out call. A second serve coming. Augusta serving 1-3 in the tiebreaker. Sends him out wide. And that turns up to be a pretty big point. 4-1 now. GSW's up 2 break points to send it back to the far end of the court. 4-1 serving. So Alex will serve 1 point on the far end, and for those of you unaware, they'll switch sides after this point. First serve, 4-1. Big serve from Canovas. Hurricanes up 5-1 on the changeover. Still some work to do, but a lot of energy coming out of that tandem of Canovas and Blythe. I'm sure Alex wanting to send off his senior teammate, end his collegiate career with a Peach Belt Conference victory. They still got a non-conference match tomorrow against Montreat College, but this is it for conference play for the Hurricanes and for the career of Stephen Blythe. So we'll see how things will play out. Still a long way to go in this one. Couple points away, at least for the Hurricanes. Augusta to serve. We'll switch that over for you. Couple serves coming. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's right. Alex still has one more to go on this end. Get it back there for you. 5-1. Into the net. Two serves back to Augusta, and they'll have to hold them here. It's match point for GSW. They've got a couple of them to bring this one home at one doubles. 1-6. Augusta serving 1-6 first serve. And they shake off one match point. So Augusta holds both of its service points in that exchange. GSW up a couple of break points in the tiebreaker. Blythe can end it right here, 6-3 serving. Augusta will not go away. They shake off another match point. GSW serving 6-4 in the tiebreaker. Second serve. And that's it. What a way to close it out. Hurricanes take the tiebreaker and win at one doubles today. 9-8. One heck of a match, and we're fortunate enough that that's the one that we get to bring today. So that'll wrap up a wonderful career for the senior Stephen Blythe from Georgia Southwestern. It'll wrap up his Peach Belt Conference career anyway. One more to go tomorrow for him. Congratulations to Stephen, the senior, 6'3" senior from Maidstone, England. Gets to close it out with a W and wrap up his Peach Belt Conference career. His teammate Alex Canovas, the Spaniard, has one more year to come on back and do it all again, and he gets to end his PBC season on a high note. Congratulations to the two. The Hurricanes victorious today at number one doubles. It took a tiebreaker to do it. We got a good one here, and we're glad you could stay with us and stick with us to the end. Why would you want to leave, right? 9-8, an exciting match at number one doubles. So congratulations to our guys for the victory. Well, we're going to go off the air for just a few moments. We'll zoom the camera in for them really quick and let you take in a little bit perhaps. Obviously, Augusta not happy with the result, but we'll zoom in a little bit, let you take in a little bit of the atmosphere here and the smiles for the Hurricane players, but there's still work to be done. That's only doubles action. We've got singles to follow. When I officially send it off, we'll go off the air for a few moments before we come back on this same court, but it will go over to the ladies' side. Number two singles coming your way following today's broadcast. Let's go see if we can find Stephen and Alex. Not a whole lot of time to get too comfortable, as the fellas got to get ready for singles play against the Jaguars to follow, and it'll probably be the same tandem of players playing each other, just splitting it up into singles competition if things hold. So the Hurricanes, I'm not sure how everything else shook out, but GSW will get a couple of wins on the men's side by defaults today. There's only 5 Augusta players that could make the trip today. Even their coach was ill, and they had to push the start time back to get a new driver to get the guys here. So Augusta not quite at full strength. They had to default number 3 doubles. Now they'll be defaulting number 6 singles, and a win there at one dubs gives you for sure the 3 points to the Hurricane side in this one. And there you see Maria congratulating her teammates as she'll slide into this court and take over center stage when we come back. Again, it'll be women's action, number 2 singles in competition on the ladies' side. Georgia Southwestern State University and Augusta University doing battle in Peach Belt Conference tennis here today. Well, once again, and one final congratulations to the Georgia Southwestern #1 doubles team of Stephen Blythe and Alex Canovas. That'll do it for our men's coverage. We will go off the air for just a few moments. Leave your window open. You're on your browser. Or better yet, take this time to subscribe to our YouTube channel. GSW Athletics. Just get that up in your browser. Click that red subscribe button, and that way you can choose to receive alerts of whenever we go live at any of our broadcasting events. We've got tennis today, softball tomorrow, softball next week, and our athletic banquet. End of the year will be our next slew of live broadcasts for you. So subscribe today, GSW Athletics. GSW Athletics, and easiest way is just hit that subscribe button on your screen. We appreciate you tuning in. And as far as men's tennis goes, that's it for 2018. Thank you for tuning in today. You've been watching Georgia Southwestern State University men's tennis on the Surge Sports Network.